So domestic violence, was that against you or your child?
It was against me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I can honestly say it was me. Meaning, when you don't know your worth, you'll deal with anything.
So you accepted the behavior.
That's to a certain extent, because if you want to leave, there's proper ways to leave. You have protection on it, which that's what I had to ultimately end up doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a choice I was making. Everybody has a choice, and not to say some people don't. You know, some people choose to go that route, some people choose not to, and for whatever reason, no judgment.
Right.
But for me, enough was enough.
At what point was enough? Was it a year later? Was it 2 years
so,
later? Did he beat you up and put you in the hospital? That was like enough's enough. At what point was enough enough?
Enough was enough. So I have to give you a little backstory so you understand. So, like I said, after my son passed away, I was still walking through life. I made a couple mistakes, different things, just living. Right. So I met someone, maybe not been so good person. And you went off of this instinct and this and that. So, you learn and you live and you learn. Yes, Yes. So I had a kid out of it. Okay, so what? It's my kid. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So that's what we're going to do. So he actually wasn't in my son's life probably after 2 months. He went to jail. He didn't come back until he was probably almost 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
And then that's when the domestic violence happened against me. He was only probably out of jail for 3 months. And then he went back to jail for doing what he did to me. So that's enough was enough. In life, about life, because how could you let someone mistreat? To me, I went through a situation where you were disrespectful because of certain things in life as women, as mothers of these children. Respect. Absolutely. Respect to your child.
I'm thinking of all the things that you've told me so far. How do you function? Because, like you said, you have 3 kids. One was in high school. Abusive man. Your middle child's father passed away. How did you keep it together?
You got to.
But at what point did you break?
So at a point where I broke, what broke me? Heartbreak.
Love. You was in love with somebody.
Yeah, heartbreak. No, heartbreak always broke me. Mm-hmm. Always broke me, and that's what I had to realize. Heartbreak comes from rejection. Rejection comes from time. Yeah. Sometimes the way you grow up, environment, product of your environment. So,
and if you don't deal, one thing that I've learned, if you don't deal with some of these emotions, especially growing up, they deal with you. They don't go away. You have to face it, address it, and deal with it in order to move on.
Yes.
So, what was your breaking point? What happened?
So, to be honest, I had a couple breaking points. I felt like a breaking point was when my son's father passed away. I just felt like I had to be that person now because I had to be 2 and 1.
Right.
So I had to be that. So that just put a lot of pressure on me to make sure I'm living and doing the most. Like I said, 3 jobs at times. Just because I want my kids to experience life without a struggle. I don't care how I struggle for them. I'll make it work because if I'm providing a better life for them, so be it. Okay. So be it. So, that's just, me. So then the next breaking point, like I said, that was a breaking point. So then another one was I kept going through life and I'm like, I'm excelling, doing this, working. What is it that I want in life? All right, I'm going to do this. What is it that I'm going to do in life? What am I good at? What is that? So I had a friend of mine, it's like family kind of, was like staying with me. She had registered to go to college. Mm-hmm. So then I registered to go to college. Like, oh, yeah. Then honestly, it's funny because then she went to Victory. But first time going there, oh, yeah, let me go too. So it's like, it was kind of like, I was inspired. Not that I wanted to be like her or anything, but she gave me that kick because it's like, dang, when you sat back and think about what she was saying, I'm saying, I'm working 3 jobs, I'm doing this. You're right. Maybe if I got a career back in nursing, what I wanted to, I could just minimize the work, but make the money go up. Yeah, make the money go up. We be good. And I love school, so I was like, all right, cool. Let's do this. So then I started college, and I excelled in college. Right? Dean's List. This is one thing I just love to do is get A's. Probably a nerd, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a problem solver. So if I can't figure this out, we gonna figure this out. one of those
You
people.
said you're a problem solver, but when you're in trouble, what do you do? Who do you go to?
I used to go to, like, I have a lot of great women around me. I am thankful for my friends. They are 15 plus years, so they know me from the bottom.
Good.
A lot of them. I have people that you look up to, people that came in your life, people that just mentor, like, and then where I'm at now, I can look back and just be like, the hand of God is on my life.
Yeah.
And you just see all of the different ways, even from, like, back before I was even born. Like, a lot of people don't know who they are. They say they know who they are, but they don't. And I learned that because I used to walk around one of those people.
A lot of people.
Yes, I know who I am.
Have a calling, a purpose, and a lot of people don't know their purpose.
Yes, and then that's all, a part of that. So, so I went to school. So in school, I experienced, like, when I was in school, that's when I think that a lot of the pressure piled up on me of the unresolved emotional torment, traumas, and all those things came out, because now I'm trying to do something great, but I'm not even feeling great. I'm still doing my school
because you have all this stuff on you that you haven't dealt with.
Yeah. So then I experienced discrimination in a class, and it's crazy because, like, I'm like the oldest person. Like, first of all, I'm going to school. I'm 30, like maybe 30, 31 years old, 32, I don't know. When I'm going to school, and I'm in this class, and I'm like, I go to class, I'm sitting in the front. I already learned that because I'm in the front, and not that I'm taking notes and I'm on my business. I'm doing my work. I'm here to learn. Plus, I'm paying these people to teach me. I need to get up and out of here. So, you know what I mean? I'm not a kid. So I experienced the a little bit of discrimination there, and it broke me. I went to a teacher that I trusted, and she pointed me in a direction to who to report this to, and then also how to get help from what I'm feeling. So that it worked at this point hand in hand, and it worked for the benefit of me. So through the rest of my college years, I used her, and I went to therapy, and it'd be times where, like, I could wean off of therapy because I was working it out, and then there would be times where, then, like my last time when I quit school, I had to go back because of the emotional trauma. It just kind of like provoked in me, so then
so it got darker and deeper for you.
Yeah, it got darker and deeper. Nothing at that point. When I broke the final straw, like 3 years ago in 2019, honestly, it was just a whole bunch of things compiled up against me, and I'm gonna tell you, I did contemplate it. To actually say contemplate it is so crazy, because when you talk about it, people don't realize that.
What are we talking about?
Contemplating suicide. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, no problem. Contemplating suicide. So when you're in that moment, right, it's so hard to explain it because you're in it. So when you go out of it, to even explain it to a person is just like, oh, you really don't get it. Because it's intense. Like, I was literally driving in my car, and it was raining. I was on my way to work. Like, outside looking in, it would be like, why would she even think that? But me, I thought that. I felt that.
I mean, did you have a plan? Were you?
No. I didn't have a plan,
because everybody has different stages of mental breakdown.
Oh yeah, no. I didn't have a plan. I emotionally break down when I say mental. I ain't trying to hurt myself when I do that. It just be emotional things for me, honestly. And then sometimes I get to where I just got to be by myself a lot of times, and then that's like, it's balanced now. So I can't believe, like, I can't even say that, because, like, for me to speak now on it is like I would be speaking wrong, because it's not the same. Now it's very different. But at that moment, I was like driving in my car, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to be here no more. Like, just take it away. And I'm driving, and I'm like, all right, so if I just turn and just hit this wall, right, I'll be done. And then I'm like, what about my kids? Oh my gosh, my kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I was like, my kids. And that was the only thing, I swear, it was my kids. Only reason why I didn't do it.
Really?
Because I said, who won't raise them? How I won't raise them.
After that thought, did you call your therapist? Did you go to someone to try to get help? How did you stop feeling that way? What brought you out of that?
For me, those thoughts would only, like, it was nothing I would ever contemplate. So if I was ever think like that, it's gonna be on instinct. Just feeling like that from just overwhelming. It's never going to be something no, I'm not that type of person, but I can carry a lot of weight on me, so it can get me to a point where I feel like I don't want to be here. Yes, I don't want to say contemplating, but yes, I felt like doing it in the car at that moment. Thank God, I would never do that again ever in my life, or even contemplate that. That was never a thought of mine anymore ever. So what I did was I went to work. I kept going to work. I went to work